Hello everybody and welcome to the Death Mountaineers YouTube channel. My name is Maikeru. How's it going? So today we're going to be talking about a couple of things that I hold very dear to my heart. That would be retro games and music. Pretty much my whole life I've played in punk bands. I don't have a band right now, but that is something that I've spent the majority of my time working on throughout forever. I've always really enjoyed writing and performing music, but the music in video games is a completely different story. Especially the video games I grew up with. Not only did they influence my style and my music preferences, but they also just made video games better. Now there are going to be a couple of games on this list that you could probably expect, but there might be a couple that you also didn't expect. So hopefully you enjoy. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Number 5.
First on my list is Bonkers for the Super Nintendo, and I love this game. It's based off what was a relatively popular show back when I was a kid, and it was designed by Capcom, and it looks like it. Capcom has this way with 2D games that was just fantastic. The polish and animated sprites as well as interactive level designs are brilliant, and this game is no exception. The soundtrack is full of jaunty tunes with lots of horns, and it feels fun just listening to it, and it is. There's also some jazzy pieces in there as well that I like quite a bit, and the boss music is super intense. Anytime I hear this soundtrack, I'm instantly transported through time back to when I was just a kid loving this game. Check it out.
Number 4.
Second has got to be Tetris Attacks. Now, I don't know if you've heard of this game, but it's a Tetris-esque puzzle game on the Super Nintendo about Yoshi and his friends. My mom and I played this a ton when I was a kid, and there's a bunch of great modes. My favorite has got to be the story mode. You make your way through battling a bunch of characters from Yoshi's Island until you get to Bowser. Every character has their own theme as well as their own panic theme. When you're about to lose, the music gets super intense. The soundtrack was composed by Masaya Kuzumi, who also worked on Fire Emblem games and Smash Bros. Brawl as well. All around, it's an awesome soundtrack that can fit anything at any time. Here's some of my favorites in particular.
Number 3.
You can't talk about good retro game music without talking about Rare. They might not be much of a thing anymore, but when I was a kid, Rare was one of the best development teams around, and they just had a way with music. Now, you may be expecting me to be talking about Donkey Kong Country or Banjo-Kazooie, but that would be way too obvious. I'm actually talking about Diddy Kong Racing for the N64. This game is not only fun as hell, but it has some of the best music I've ever heard in a video game. The soundtrack was composed by David Weiss, who has more credits than I can state in one video. The man is a genius. I really can't get enough of this one. If you haven't played it yet, I recommend it as it gives some serious competition to Mario Kart, especially having an excellent story mode. Here's some of my favorite tracks.
Number 2.
Earthbound. Just Earthbound. There is nothing out there quite like this game, and its soundtrack is even more unique. It's got everything from ska to jazz to fever dream techie garbled noises. It's just out of this world. I could make an entire channel just talking about Earthbound, but this soundtrack is gold. Co-written by Keiichi Suzuki and Hirokazu Tanaka, this is not just a good OST, but a masterpiece and an achievement for what can be done with sound. Tanaka alone is one of the most famous composers Nintendo has. I'll link a video all about him in the description. Please watch it. This guy is a genius. Now, I'm not going to delve too far into the game right now, but one day I will, so get ready. But until then, just listen.
Number 1.
Now, I didn't want to do too many obvious ones, but I can't do this video without talking about the Pokemon Red and Blue soundtrack. It's iconic, it's, well, perfect, and it was all done on the Game Boy's sound card, which is just amazing. Every single song is just absolute gold, and I listen to this when and where I can. It brings me to a better place, and I just can't get enough, even after 20 years. Obviously, many games could have taken this spot, from Ocarina of Time to Donkey Kong Country, Yoshi's Island, Final Fantasy, you name it, Chrono Trigger, Sonic the Hedgehog, but no other game I know of has a perfect soundtrack from start to finish like Pokemon Red and Blue. Hats off to Masuda-san, who has returned to compose every single Pokemon main series title since. You are a genius, sir, and thank you for all of it. Hey guys, thanks for making it through the entire video. I super appreciate it. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite OSTs are. I would really appreciate learning some new stuff and adding some music to my collection. With that being said, we have a lot of cool stuff coming for you soon. Mario Kart is dropping today, so prepare for some videos on that. I love Mario Kart and I've been so stoked for a new game to play on my Switch. Also, we have a new Let's Play channel on the way, which is going to be really, really cool. We have some great ideas coming up for it. If there are are any games that you would like to watch us play, please let me know in the comments below as well. And of course, if you haven't checked out Motor City Gaming's YouTube channel yet, make sure you do that. They are in our suggested channels on our YouTube page, so that would be super awesome. I do my other work over there, and it's a lot of fun, and you might learn something. It's gaming news, so there's new stuff out every week, and it'll keep you up to date. If you liked the video, make sure you leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet, and thank you all so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Goodbye.